the philosopher C. Grayling, who has called Brexit politically illegitimate because the 2016 vote excluded people under the age 18 and EU citizens living in the UK, had been invited to meet the European Union's chief Brexit negotiator Guy Verhofstadt by ardent Remainer MEP Catherine Bearder. The meeting, at the EU Parliament building in Brussels, centred around how to disrupt Brexit by taking a hard negotiating line against representatives for the UK government. The secretive talks happened place last year, but were captured by an episode of the Channel 4 series Carry On Brexit. Mr. Grayling told Mr. Verhofstadt, "What would help the Remain movement in the UK would be if the EU is very, very tough and uncompromising on a deal." Mrs. Bearder added, "I am absolutely convinced that within a decade we'll be knocking on the door saying, 'Excuse me, can we come back and again?'" Channel 4 Mr. Grayling met Mr. Verhofstadt to propose a very, very tough negotiating stance. Within a decade we'll be knocking on the door saying, "Excuse me, can we come back in again?" Catherine Bearder, "Europe will reform. By the time we come back and again, it won't be one that fits us." During their meeting, Emma Verhofstadt also bizarrely claimed to be a stern critic of the EU, saying, "I am more critical than all Eurosceptics put together on the European Union." Catherine Bearder is the Liberal Democrats' sole MEP, representing South East England at the European Parliament. She was one of the 4 MEPs featured on the latest instalment Channel 4 series Carry On Brussels. The series follows British MEPs from a range of parties as they go about their work at the European Parliament as the UK prepares to leave the EU. Viewers took to Twitter to vent their fury at the attempt to undermine the UK's Brexit negotiating position. Jonathan Isaby, editor of Brexit Central, tweeted, "Outrageous to see some British MEPs actively and brazenly undermining the UK negotiating position with the regular secret anti-Brexit meetings." The episode aired the day before it was revealed that former cabinet members Amber Rudd, Damian Green and Justine Greening held a private meeting with PM Theresa May to tell her that the majority of Tories favour a compromise with the EU. British moves away from a clean break Brexit have been slammed by Brexiteers. British MEP Nashina Mobrick yesterday accused Remainers of capitulating to Brussels and betraying British fishermen. She said, "I cannot understand how any British MEP can endorse what amounts to blackmail by the European Parliament."